I'm one of the zoological managers here at the Santa Barbara Zoo. Flamingo breeding season, we technically call it from June to December. It's a long season. It starts initially with the flamingos showing some behaviors that indicate that they're interested in one another. Keeper staff will help with initially building small mounds within the yard, and the flamingos will start parading around the yard, vocalizing a lot, following each other, and then when they are ready, they will move over to the mound area and actually build up the mounds to the proper height where they can start sitting and laying eggs on. Our flamingo chick this year was raised by 2 of our female flock members initially, but within a couple of weeks of hatching and after fledging from the nest mound, she actually wound up developing an eye ulceration and then an infection which required her to be hospitalized. When she was hospitalized, she required regular care. That included medication from vet staff and regular checkups with them, and then also multiple feedings per day.
Oh my goodness.
At the stage that she was brought into the hospital, she wasn't able to eat on her own. So that required both keepers and vet staff feeding her up to about 5 times a day in the initial stages. Ideally, we would have our flock raise the flamingo chick. The parent that incubated her would feed her and rear her and protect her. But unfortunately, because of the infection issue, we weren't able to allow her to stay out with the flock because we needed to handle her and medicate her so often. That just wasn't going to be a possibility. But ideally, we really would like for her to be flock raised as opposed to human raised. Once she finished treatments with the veterinarians, we were able to start slowly introducing her to the rest of the flock. So initially, we had her go on some walks with some other hand-reared flamingos that we'd had in previous seasons, like Nugget and Boots and Annie, who are within our flock. And slowly but surely, she showed signs of more regular interest in being with them. So we would bring her out to the yard to spend a couple of hours, and then that grew to a couple more hours, and then that grew to pretty much all day from about 8:15 a.m. to about 2:30 in the afternoon when we were able to bring her back in and make sure that she was eating with some observation on our part. One of the things that we might see from adult flamingos to a new chick introduced into the yard would be a little bit of pecking in order to kind of establish a bit of dominance there. But all in all, the flamingo flock allowed her to mingle in with the group really, really well. You'll see sometimes a little bit of pecking from the adults, but you will also see our chick peck back at the adults. She's showing great signs that she is a strong, healthy, behaviorally appropriate flamingo, and we're happy to see that back and forth between both the adults and her. So Chiquita is now out in our flamingo habitat 24/7. She's doing really well out there. You're going to be able to spot her really easily because she still has her gray downy feathers on her. She won't have the development of the full pink feathers until about 6 to 9 months, and even then it will take her a full 3 years for her to fully develop the full pink feathering that you see in our adult flamingos. Being able to make sure that our flamingo chick was healthy and was able to return to the habitat and the rest of the flock was an incredible feat. It was a combination of all of our team members on animal care and health, including our keeper staff and our veterinary staff. They all worked in collaboration with one another in order to make sure she was healthy and was properly adjusted to be able to move back out onto habitat. She's definitely an exciting bird to watch out in the yard, and we hope that you're able to come and enjoy her and see her as she grows up here at the Santa Barbara Zoo.